What's up, YouTube? I went to find a video on YouTube on how to get to the Bahamas and what kinds of things I should bring with me, but I ended up just seeing lots of people crossing to the Bahamas and girls with pretty asses diving and stuff, so I got sidetracked for quite a while on other videos, but this is why I decided to make this video for you guys so you can see all the stuff that I'm bringing and all the research that I did. And that being said, I'm going to show you my electronics first. Show you the first and most important thing that I got was the ACR Global Fix B4. This is a Class 1 automatically deployed or manually deployed. Anyways, you can throw it in the water and it'll turn on. So then you register it with NOAA here, and they'll come find you. It's a really good product. I got it at West Marine. They had the best price. It was about 380 bucks. Next on my list is my GPS system. So this is my main GPS. It's a big GPS, and it does everything. Put all my waypoints in. It's nice. But you're going to want to have an additional GPS, and I found this one that has basically the same map system, the G2 Bahamas. For the Caribbean. It's a little guy, but it's color, it's nice, it does the same thing almost that one does. It's the 78SC. You can pick them up for about 230, 270 bucks. I got that one on Amazon, and this one, oh man, I can't remember the name of the guy I got it from, but I'll put it in the description. It's a real good unit. This is a handheld GPS in addition to your onboard not GPS, your marine radio. This is a VHF Standard Horizon marine radio. It's the HX870, and it has GPS as well, so it has a whole bunch of other really good functions. It's one of the better radios on the market right now, and I highly suggest you pick one of these up because it's a good radio. You're going to want that in your supplies. Don't want to forget your GoPro and your pad of whatever you're choosing might be. I like Androids. This is my camera stuff. This is a 360-degree camera. This is an extra GPS that I'm bringing. I'm bringing this because before I went with my boss, I marked some cannons and some fishing spots and some good stuff over there. So we're going to go take a look at that. And I'm going to put those waypoints into my other GPS, and I'll have that one as a backup for redundancy as well. Things you're going to want to bring: plenty of batteries. I have plenty of batteries. This is a light that I got at Walmart, Black & Decker. It's kind of chintzy in the trigger, but it works good. It's really bright, and it's waterproof. It's waterproof. That's why I got it. Another thing, you're going to want to bring your manual. Have a manual, because if you don't and something goes wrong, there could be some little tidbit of valuable information in here that you want to use and can get you back going on the water. As far as maintenance, impellers for your water pumps in case they go bad. What can happen a lot of times when you put a heavy load on your boat, all the water and all the gas, and you're going across, you can end up burning up a hub. You can get bad flow on your water pumps, and the heat from the exhaust gets your props hot, and you spin a hub. So it's good to have all the parts that you need. Those are my water pump parts. These are 2 extra props that I brought. They're mismatched, but in a pinch they're going to work. I can just slide them on and get going again. This is my prop socket, torque prop wrench, hammer just in case I got to knock on something. I'm going to bring some C-Star and some ATF for the trim tabs just in case. This is a back support. You never know, you might need one. This is a battery backup for phones and charger for iPads or whatever. Good to have one of those when you're on the boat. Binoculars. Don't forget the binoculars. You're going to want those. Very important. First aid kit. I got this first aid kit at Walmart. They're about $9.99 right now at the front. I also have an advanced first aid kit that's got stuff like BP, sutures, ear stuff, eye stuff, and all the good stuff. But that's very important to have everything you need. That being said, I'm also bringing a pair of wire cuts, diagonal wire cuts. These are good for cutting hooks in case you get a hook in the hand. And if you're hooking with bigger tackle, you might want to think about bringing some bolt cutters to cut through the really big hooks. But that's going to do me for now. I also have in this bag, this is my regular bag that I keep on the boat for extra emergency stuff. This is always really good to have on a boat. Duct tape, can coolies. I have a multi-tool down in here. I'm not going to pull it out because it's hard to get. Rescue line throw bag, of course. Bug repellent. I choose the lemon eucalyptus stuff, but in case that's not working and they're eating it up, I got some heavier D stuff. Sunscreen, plenty of sunscreen. Sunburn relief creams. Medications. Liquid electrical tape. This can also come in handy for wetsuit repair and a lot of other things. An epoxy stick. That's a really important one. Stuff for stopping bleeding in an emergency situation. After bite. Wet wipes. This is emergency food rations. That's going to be going in my ditch bag. And my ditch bag is this guy right here. This ditch bag is what we're going to take off with if we get into real big trouble and have to throw in the life raft. There's going to be fishing stuff in here. There's going to be our passports. There's going to be food and some other items that are important for survival. Plenty of ropes, spring lines, fender attachments. I picked these fenders up at Walmart. You're going to need these when you get into West End. The dock's there. I've been there once before and it's pretty jagged dock, so you're going to want to have something for protection. It may have changed, but I wanted to be safe. This is very important. This book has pretty much guided me on everything that I need to do to go to the Bahamas. It tells you everything you need to do step by step. It's really, really awesome. I can't remember how much it costs. I think it was like 29 bucks, but you gotta have it. You gotta get this book. It's awesome. Fishing tackle. You're going to want to have all the fishing tackle. I don't need to tell you about what all you need. If you're a fisherman, you know. Swivels, triple swivels, planers, weights, everything you need. Also, I got additional Bahamas coverage. I have Geico Marine with Boat US. So it was 10 bucks to get the extra coverage. It's good to have that. It's not very expensive. Paperwork. This is the boating paperwork. I have other things in here like marine fish identification, some stuff, reef fish identification, base rigs and tackle. That's a real good book to have if you don't have it. And if you're going to the Bahamas, I'm sure you already do have it. Oh, very important, a quarantine flag that you're going to have to put up when you get into port. Headlamps for in the evening. You're looking through stuff on the boat or doing work on the side of the boat. Good to have headlamps, plenty of flashlights. You wouldn't think of this. Vaseline. Vaseline is pretty important. If you get a rash, man, and you're swimming a lot or in the water, you can get a rash. Use some good petroleum jelly or something. It's good to have. Oh, these are the seals for my steering cylinder. So I brought some extra seals because you know how those can leak and those need to be replaced sometimes. So have extra ones. Lip balm, handful of shackles. Eating utensils, some plates. Got this at Walmart. It was like $8 or something. This lock, this is an important one too. This is for locking up your boat. You can put this on the steering wheel and lock it to your T-top and keeps the criminals from stealing your boat. I also got 2 more of these for my lower units, to tie up the lower units. They also secure to the back of my boat, so I couldn't find the bolts that secure the lower units, but I was able, because I had the 5-inch extension. So anyways, I got 2 more of these. Good to have, good to know. Buffs, more aloe, defog. Don't forget the defog. You'll be hating it if you do. These are my pole spears. These are the stinger tips. These are really good tips. I've been using these. A guy turned me on to these about 12 years ago, and we went, and ever since I started using these tips, they're really good. They run from about 39 to 70 bucks. The new ones are thicker. I don't like them as much. The system to get them off, if you can find one of these older ones with the spring system, real good. But if you're going to be pole spearing, these tips are the way to go. I brought this for, I brought some extra slings for the pole spears. That's important. And for bait or whatever, Tupperware. Pirate knife, for sure, you got to bring your pirate knife. Nice staff for pirates. Gloves. Buffs to go over your head. These are my maps. Map of the Bahamas. These are home port charts made by Bill Shuda. He's a real nice guy. I met him. He makes the best charts. He's got all the marks all the locations for fishing, and it has GPS headings that you can program into your GPS. This is my home chart. He actually gave me all these charts one day when I did some work for him, some IT work at his house in Palm City. JB weld, that's good to have. You never know when you're going to need to repair something in a pinch. Also, I guess the most important thing is this, my life raft, my 8-man life raft, and that's going to make sure that I'm secure, have my EPIRB, and if we have to go overboard for whatever reason, at least I have that security blanket there. Then I got an 8-man inflatable raft, so me and my family or anybody that's with us can be safe. So that's it. That's all the stuff. I just wanted to tell you the stuff that I got, and I'll put it all on a list and put it in the description of this video so you can look at that. And hopefully you have a good trip and safe trip to the Bahamas. Thanks.